NASA just revealed a plan to build a city on the moon. Not a station, not a base. A city stretching across hundreds of square miles. That's larger than most cities on Earth. But there's a problem. Right now, we can't even reliably land humans there. In a major press conference on May 2026, NASA Administrator Jared Isaacman detailed an Artemis Moon Base that is not a single habitat, but a decentralized city spanning hundreds of square miles across the lunar South Pole. As the plans require unprecedented launch cadences, hopping drones, autonomous rovers, and nuclear power grids, the ambition is staggering. But underneath the impressive renders lies a severe logistical contradiction. NASA is planning a city on the moon, yet we currently lack the hardware to place a single human on the surface before 2028, and this is where the entire plan starts to break down. The massive scale of the Artemis Moon Base is not an aesthetic choice. It is a mechanical necessity dictated by the hostile lunar environment. Unlike the International Space Station, a lunar settlement cannot be tightly packed. To survive the 14-day lunar night, the base requires a fission surface power system. For radiation protection, those nuclear reactors must be placed at least 1 kilometer away from the crew habitats. Because the lunar South Pole is largely unmapped at the micro level, NASA will deploy a fleet of hopping drones, codenamed Moonfall, starting in 2028. Built in partnership with Firefly Aerospace, these drones will scout the perimeter and mark safe landing zones. Once the zones are mapped, next-generation lunar terrain vehicles from Astrolab and Lunar Outpost will be delivered to autonomously transport equipment across the sprawling distances between the living quarters and the science zones. NASA has divided the construction into 3 phases. Phase 1 requires 25 launches and 21 landings before 2029 just to deliver the initial 4.5 tons of equipment. Phase 2 scales up to 27 launches to establish the power grid. Artemis III, the mission that actually returns humans to the moon, is officially bottlenecked to late 2028 at the absolute earliest. The city-sized base relies entirely on 2 human landing systems, SpaceX's Starship and Blue Origin's Blue Moon lander. Starship is still navigating its intense orbital test campaign, requiring a complex, unproven orbital refueling architecture before it can reach lunar orbit. Meanwhile, Blue Origin's primary heavy-lift rocket, New Glenn, which was supposed to begin delivering Phase 1 payloads this year, just suffered a catastrophic launch pad explosion, severely restricting NASA's cargo capacity. NASA cannot force a lunar economy into existence through renders alone. To hit the Phase 2 milestones by 2029, the aerospace industry must pivot from testing to mass production at a rate not seen since the Apollo era. The design of the moon base is mechanically sound. The utilization of terrain for solar power and crater floors for water ice extraction is mathematically optimal. But until the heavy-lift rockets and the landers are physically operational, the hundreds of square miles of planned infrastructure will remain nothing more than highly detailed blueprints on Earth. Tell us in the comments, will the moon base ever reach its Phase 3 permanent settlement? Or will hardware delays scale the project down? Here we track the engineering data, not the PR announcements. If you want to understand what's really happening behind space missions, not the announcements, subscribe to the channel. We will see you out there, in the dark. Stay curious.